Hello there. Now we're going to dive deeper into the list view. If you watched the block editing video or the patterns video, you've seen me use the list view to kind of find the blocks that I'm working on and move them on the page. The best thing about the list view is it gives you a quick understanding of everything that exists on your page and the relationships the blocks have with each other. So I can see that there's essentially 4 sections on this page. And by using the list view, I can expand those and understand what are in those sections. So which blocks exist and how they're grouped together. So if I go back up to my header, I can see that there's one group that includes kind of my navigation heading piece that has my site title, my logo, and my nav items. I can see that there's a second group that has this big headline and this bird image and even a little spacer block underneath. Now, why do they have those things grouped together within that broader header? Because they all share this big beige background, beige or cream color, whatever you would call it. And then the next set of content transitions into this other blue colored background. So they want all this to exist together and kind of make up this top part of the site. And they want that to be what people see whenever they get here. So that's fine, or at least on this page specifically. Now, the other probably best thing about the list view is that it makes it a lot easier to move things around. So not only does it make it easy to understand what content exists where and how it's grouped together, it makes it easier to do things like move something like the subscribe block to a totally different part of the page. So these little arrows in the block settings allow you to move it up and down in relationship to the parent. So if I want to bump it up or down, I can, but it's only going to let me move it in between these sections, which is fine. If I want to move it up over the query loop back to where I had it, that's totally fine. Now, if I wanted to include it, say, in the footer, it's actually kind of hard to click and drag it that far, first of all. And then second of all, it's hard to nail down the parent block that you're dropping it into. In the list view, it's not. It's a lot easier because it's going to give me an indicator, that blue line, and it's going to indent it to show me. So I can drop it into the footer directly, or I could even drop it into that group block within the footer. So you'll see that indentation change between, so it's wider there and it's indented here. And that's going to put it inside that group, inside the footer, which is pretty cool. Now it's all together. So that's kind of a fun way to get to the bottom of the page and give people an option to sign up after they've seen all your blog posts. That rearrangement is really hard to do outside of the list view. Now, let's say we really like this footer and we don't want anybody, say I work on the site with multiple people, to mess with it, or even me, if I get in a design mode and start tweaking things, I don't want future me to mess with it unintentionally. Another cool thing about the list view is you can lock your blocks and your patterns, and you can do it at the parent block level. So if I choose that whole footer and I want to lock all, it'll lock everything that's within there. I can do something similar for group blocks. Let's say this one, for example, and I can actually choose if I want to lock everything that's inside of it or just that parent block. And I can choose if it's preventing removal or keeping people from actually moving it. So let's just say I don't want somebody to delete it, but they can move it around on the page. That's fine. This will actually make rearranging a lot easier too, so you don't accidentally select the wrong things, because you can imagine if you start expanding all of these items in the list view, it can be easy to accidentally select something and then you scroll up on the page and then whatever, or you click on something and you click on the wrong thing. Like say I mean to click on this image, but I accidentally click on that spacer or whatever, and then you rearrange it and move it to the wrong place. Locking prevents that from happening. It also prevents people from kind of breaking your layouts when you achieve specific patterns or designs that you like. So those are the main features of the list view. They make life a lot easier when you're doing a lot of design work or layout work, and they kind of help protect your site from getting accidentally broken through that editing process.